Son, how do we follow our master?
By following his purpose for our lives each day, we glorify him.
Many men see only day by day, son. As followers of Christ, we don't see our lives as individual days lived for him. When we look at Christ, we see a man whose entire life had a thrust, a mission, a purpose. Remember, son, God does not just have a purpose for your days, but a purpose for your life.
Come on.
Leaks and finers, freshers,
Must warn Father.
People of Vibranium, we face no mere raiding party. This is Henga's own warband. This time, he does not look for plunder. He seeks land, our homes,
our farms, our families. As you fight, I bid you remember, this village is the gateway of Britain. Father, give us courage for the coming battle, and strength to defend that which you've entrusted to us. Thy will be done. Artos!
Son, God has called me to defend these people with my life. Whatever happens, remember, what God calls us to do, He gives us the strength to accomplish, the grace to live or die for His glory.
Father.
Secure the gate!
When will they come?
To the wall! Hurry!
Sind die Männer bereit?
Die sind bereit!
Zijn de mannen wissen? Kom, ze stellen ihre Beste.
Return fire!
Räumen die Mauer ab!
Prepare the men to sally.
Cover our advance.
Sure.
Archers, draw!
Archers! Release! Archers, hold!
Remember your families!
Bogenschützen!
Ryan! Barricade the gate!
Nein! Er gehört mir!
On your feet, Saxon.
Your son will serve at my table, Pенtragon.
Pull off your men!
can't find her, Father. I failed. Can't find Adria. Father, where is she? Oh, God, where is Adria? Oh, God, we failed.
The next time you die.
My sister used to sing that song. Oh, God. Why? Thank you.
The sun rises. Your pursuers will have given up their chase. I love the sunrise. It reminds us that God's mercies are new every morning.
The sun will never rise again over Britain.
The wounds on your leg are deep, but some have cut far beneath your flesh to touch your heart. But God can do wonders.
Have you known the devastation of a Saxon raid? The chafe of the thrallry about your neck?
I have not. But our Savior has. He was born under oppression, beaten, mocked, killed. For you. That was the price of your freedom. God has a purpose for your life. You have something to do here.
You speak like my father. But my father is dead. And his vision
is not dead. And the one who gave the vision still calls. Artos. God does not call men to futility. Those who follow him are part of a master plan. But some tasks take more than one generation to accomplish.
My father dreamed of a bright future for a nation, of a people living in peace, free to serve their God. But now, we're surrounded by a gathering darkness.
Perhaps you simply close your eyes. There may yet be a glimmer of light. High in the Welsh mountains stands a garrison city of Arthon. Protected by stone walls, erected by Roman engineers, it is far from the coast and untouched by the raiders. King Ambrosius is drawing together an army to stand against the Saxons. He is a wise leader. You would do well to join yourself to his standard.
Get back to work.
What did you do that for? I'm supposed to buy eggs, not an axe.
It's 20 sesterces for this horse. Or I'll trade you 2 lame ones for this nice healthy one.
Nah, Saxon blade.
She's gonna win the race at Hawksley. After she wins, you won't be able to get her for twice the price.
Your village, your general.
No, we're gonna need more, a lot more.
Yes, this is excellent. Careful rationing should allow us to keep the provisions stocked for the entire campaign. And if you're unable to send the full quota...
I will notify you immediately.
Yes. What would you do if I didn't return?
Father.
If something goes wrong, and we don't come back.
I think Gracias would be a judicious commander. For the sake of our people, I would try to carry on.
It is as I would have it. Your strength is an encouragement to me. Perhaps someday, when peace returns to our land, father and daughter will think of things other than war. Would you care to dance? One more time?
Next.
You call yourself a prick?
Next. 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 Summon Ambrosius.
On guard.
On guard.
Excellent. 9 parries. You're getting much better.
What is it? That boy. He's been in there fighting for 5 minutes against Quinlan.
No one lasts 5 minutes against Quinlan.
Gracias. What's going on here?
A good show, I guess. The troops are ready for inspection. Right this way.
Wait. Whose sword is that?
The boys. Nice blade. Probably stolen.
good show.
How did you come by this sword?
It was my father's.
And who might you be, lad?
I am Artos, the Pendragon's son.
He has trained you well. I knew your father. All of Free Britain mourned his fall. Britain has a need of more men like your father. Even young men. The Pendragon's son.
The 3rd Cohort Cavalry Scouts lack a commander.
You wouldn't have many men to command. But if you are anything like your father...
I will strive to be worthy of your trust.
Excellent.
Sir, 8th Cohort, ready for inspection!
This is my daughter, Guinevere. She'll show you to your troop.
This way. With me. Where are you from?
The Low Country, my lady.
My name is Guinevere. Caden.
Who's this?
This is Artos, newest scout of the 3rd Cohort. This is Caden, my father's second.
Sir, by God's grace, I'll do my part to help you drive the Saxons back into the sea.
Into the sea.
He's a bit young for commander. I think it eats at him. But he can fight like the devil. Very intense camp personality.
This is Brodus.
If we commit at Colchester, and Saxons also land at Dunwich, we'll be caught between two forces.
At Colchester, we'll have the river to our back. No room to maneuver. I don't like it. Abandon Colchester. Let us
rabbit-tail cowards! Hengist has landed his full force at Colchester, and if we fail to meet it, the armories will be destroyed.
We know Hengist has landed a strong force near Colchester. Felix has only 200 auxiliaries. He'll need reinforcements.
Yes, my lord. I've already given orders for the 3rd and 6th Cohort to break camp. We will be ready to march at dawn.
Message for Ambrosius.
My lord, a scout has returned.
Show him in.
Down the river to Malsbury.
Hengist moves his clans.
We know. No, we don't have more than 4.
What do you have for us, Artos?
The landing here at Colchester is a feint. The ships are empty phantoms. I saw them under construction myself last year. Hengist would draw you into a trap, my lords. The real game unfolds on land. Hengist marshals these forces for this attack.
My lords, the situation is very grave. The army is at risk. We will counter immediately. I want every element of every cohort here.
How did he know?
That if reserves are not brought immediately, the left flank will crumble.
The line's breaking. We're going in. Dismount! We're going in! Oh, Lord. Teach our hands to make war. Stay tight on me. Stay tight on me!
The day is lost. Sound the retreat. Ha!
Commit thy way unto the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For the eyes of the Lord are upon the righteous, and his ears are open unto their cry. How much is this man worth to you? It's all I have.
Why? After all I did to you.
I once wronged a man. My deeds caused him to be beaten, whipped, and mocked. Yet he gave all he had to rescue me. He died in my place. How can I do anything less?
He must have been a great man.
He is. He died for all, that those who live should no longer live for themselves, but for the one who died for them and was raised again.
Who is this man?
Men call him Jesus, the Christ.
would be a good day to drive them into the sea.
On that night, she came to me because she was frightened. She thought that I could protect her, but I couldn't save her. This is why we fight. Oh, Lord, help us.
Are you the Pendragon?
I am his son.
We will fight for you.
I remember a battle once on the northern border. The men were flanked. They broke rank and turned to run. As they came over the rise, one man stood. I'll never forget him. Wielding that mighty sword, he fought like a dragon.
My father.
Yes. You remind me a lot of your father. You know it takes more than a good sword to turn the tide of battle. Artos, those men were routed. But there was something in your face. You fought like you wanted to drive those Saxons clear out of Britain.
That is the prayer of my life.
Artos, you know we're losing this war. What is God doing here?
I don't know.
But you're so sure, so confident in how you live your life. How can you be so sure?
I know that he will give me the grace to see this through.
What about your father? He died believing the same thing.
I know. But my faith is in the one who calls. And my confidence is in doing what he lays before me to do. The results must be in his hands. For this task is beyond my strength.
You know you are just like your father. You're crazy. Maybe I am too.
You're a good show, Artos.
but reckless.
Ambrosius' men fight bravely.
Ambrosius is an old man. Soon a new lord will rule in Arfon, and he will expect every man's allegiance. You're a brave boy, Artos. But are you ready to become a man?
From your father.
Tell me, how does he mend?
It's in his own hand.
Thank you.
My daughter, I am doing well. My wound is mending. In spite of our best efforts, many hapless farms and villages have been destroyed. I tell you, this season's been almost a disaster. The only bright spot, the young Pendragon, Artos. Cadern wishes that we should return. I will see you within the fortnight.
Pendragon cohort.
These men belong on the frontier, not back in Arfon.
Cadern wants to consolidate his army.
And the villagers are at the raiders' mercy.
And in but one season, his small band has grown into a full cohort. He's given them hope.
They're more loyal to him than you.
His men love him. He's a popular field commander and he raises the troops' spirits. That's all I ask.
Rome saw more than one popular field commander return home.
Nonsense! Nonsense.
He is obsessed with his vision to personally save Britain from her enemies.
You're right.
Listen. He proposes to take a third of the army, his army, away from Arfon for the winter. If that's not a risk to your power, I don't know what is.
Artos is a visionary.
Sir, I warn you. No good can come of it.
Whoa there, Prince. Whoa there, Prince. Hello, my lady.
My name is Maria. You know, I hardly know you in person, but from my father's letters, I feel like you're already a good friend.
How is your father? Do you think he mends well?
He still laughs like he used to, but I fear his wound took more from him than blood. It lingers about the corners of his eyes.
Things have gone poorly, but God's hand is still at work. Your father shouldn't have survived.
He tells me you've raised your own cohort.
Does he ride often?
Nearly every week. He writes to me of many things. Often encouragement, a word of advice, sometimes a scripture passage. I miss him quite a bit, actually, when he's gone. Were you close to your father?
Sometimes I think of him. More often now. He always seemed to be the strongest in the darkest of times. He had a way with men. He could draw them together and raise their spirits.
Yeah.
Our village stood at the gateway to the low country. We held the raiders 3 years. Our forgers built many of the weapons that this army carries today. I made that. Let me show you something. The families of our land are being destroyed. But while God gives us strength and breath, we know not what He may accomplish through our efforts. This doll reminds me of what hangs in the balance.
I'll speak to my father about it. Hello, Kay Darren.
My lady.
My father and I are planning a boar hunt for the morrow. Would you see fit to join us?
Your father doesn't realize he's not as young as he once was. Ah, a new boar knife.
It's my father's gift for Artos. He'll be coming with us on the hunt tomorrow.
You are aware that your father faces many risks. Not only on the battlefield, but also from overzealous subordinates. Years ago, I created an elite guard. I bring you into this secret because for the first time, I feel the need to protect your father, even here, at Arfon.
Quinlan has always been my father's guard. That is not sufficient.
No. Men of principle can sometimes become confused when allegiance and duty seem to cross.
Artos is passionate, but he is not a threat to my father.
My lady. Perhaps. I pray the gods you are right.
If it makes you feel better then, post the guards. A hunt will do your spirits good.
Yes. A hunt will do my spirits good.
Good day for a hunt. Fresh well, rouse those boars out.
What is it?
I'm not sure.
Let's go!
Very funny, Kay Darren.
That's Solomon taking the lead.
As usual.
They're on it! In the timber! Wait, Maria! Cut off the retreat!
Go with the king! Yeah! Yeah!
Good.
Let's go, Prince. Come on. Come on. Any sign?
Nothing. They lost him in the snow.
Get down! Your horn!
Hey, hey!
We should have heard from him.
Settle with him now.
over 20 men sworn to your cause. Surely the Lord has provided this opportunity.
No. No. I suspect Cairn too, but it's not enough. For now, the important thing to concentrate on is getting me out of here.
What about your vision to save Britain? I'm offering you the reins of power, and you're turning it down on petty scruples? You can't run from your problems, Artos. You have to face them.
Brodus, you know Christ has set lines that we cannot cross. Your proposition amounts to murder. Now listen to me. The jailer's footsteps are already in the stairs. We can argue about this later. For now, you've got to get me out of here.
No, you listen to me. I've got this all worked out. Everything is in place. You can't leave me hanging like this at the last moment. I've already risked everything for you.
Are you out of your mind? You can't murder Caden on suspicion alone. You've got to call this off.
Out of my mind? Am I out of my mind? I've heard men say that following Christ weakens the warrior's instinct. Artos, I've stood beside you in battle, and I've buried men who have died believing in your vision. And now you cast the sacrifice aside? For what? You're not the man for me.
Brodus. Brodus!
For high treason, conspiracy, and the assassination of Arfan's beloved chieftain, Ambrosius Aurelius, this council sentences Artos, son of the Pendragon, to death by hanging, to be carried out immediately.
My lady, I appeal to you. Before God, I had nothing to do with the death of your father!
Silence, dog! Hold!
I beg your mercy.
Stop him! Guards down!
Guards, kill him!
When my family died, my heart went cold. Unloved, I had no risk on the battlefield. And then God brought Guinevere into my life. I only met her a few times, but she was kind. The apple of her father's eye. When Brodus deserted me, I believed that she would stand to my defense. Lilican, when I set out on this journey, I expected the Saxons to stab me in the back, but not my friends.
Artos, your pain and discouragement must make it hard to believe that God still cares. He tells us in his word that he loves you as his son.
I believe that God has called me to defend these people. But so much has gone badly now.
Guinevere betrayed you on circumstance alone. Don't make the same mistake with God.
Where is Artos? The Pendragon.
I've heard men say that following Christ weakens the warrior instinct.
I've known men to be wrong.
You're distracted. Ah, my lady, you used to love to play Adelia.
Yes. Okay, Darren, times are different. My father is gone, and with his passing, a tremendous weight rests on the shoulders of all those loyal to his cause. I once promised him
That if he were to fall, you would bear the burden.
Now it is not the time for children's games.
You speak as if no preparations have been made.
The noise of battle rings already in the eastern villages. Word has reached your ears of the feats of Artos.
Who's he murdered this time?
What he has done, I cannot comprehend it. Yet even now he is fighting to defend our people, giving them hope, which is more than I have done. He killed my father, but in a strange way, he still carries my heart into battle. That part of me that loves what my father loved. Darren, his work must be carried on.
Your father's death will be avenged. I would have you know I've already sought audience with Hengist. I plan to strike a bargain that will leave us, the free rulers of Britain.
Bargain?
We will deal with Artos so that we can properly focus on that which your father has left us to do.
Darren.
I ride at once.
Darren.
Now, about the issue of hostages. Someone who can pay for your ignorance, should you choose to be foolish.
I think that can be arranged.
Ha! Yeah.
I will strive to be worthy of your trust.
This council sentences Artos, son of the Pendragon, to death by hanging. Who's he murdered this time?
My lady, I appeal to you. Before God, I had nothing to do with the death of your father.
Silence, Tom!
I beg your mercy. Your mercy. Mercy.
I've got something I need to tell you about your father's death.
Thank you. There now. Now go. Darren. You had my father killed.
And you betrayed a true friend. Whose is the greater sin? This fiery young lady is your hostage. And as she is ready for her journey, take her away.
paradise.
Und dieser Idiot kann einen Waffenstillstand. Jetzt. Singwald, Anglemere und Bjorgsig. Wir werden die an Baden Hill kämpfen. This island is mine.
Now it can't be that bad, can it? Caden has exchanged her to the Saxons as part of a bargain he struck. All that's left for you is to find her exact location and carry her off.
Here.
Artos, the army so lately built by your efforts is besieged on Badone Hill, awaiting certain destruction on the morrow. Present yourself in my command tent to discuss terms? Caden has arranged this farce. If you don't show on his terms, the army is destroyed. And the girl was the price of the deal.
And before battle is joined in the morning, the Saxons will kill their hostage.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's split up. I'll ride northwest. We can stay away from the towns. We'll ride through the woods.
Brodus. What of the armies?
I guess that young devil will be shredded by the Saxons at last. But what is that to us? Artos? Artos? Artos!
Brodus, we must rejoin our men.
Your hand will be against her!
No. No.
In prison, when your vision was in the balance against Caderon's life, you restrained my hand from harming him. Now her life is balanced against that same goal, and you destroy her?
Brodus, this is different.
You're right. He was guilty. She is innocent.
Innocent people will die. Either way.
Artos, she has no one left in this world to look to but you. How can you abandon her to save the man who murdered her father?
Brodus. When Rome turned away from this island, it left a divided people. My father built weapons for Britain, but he died fighting the Saxons alone. Ambrosius gave his life building a united British force. Now, all of Low Britain is there at Badone. Neither my father nor Guinevere's father saw this opportunity in their lifetime. Brodus, we did not choose this battle, but it has come.
Artos, you could never win that battle.
Brodus, can't you see the Lord's hand at work through a generation of blood and toil? The hopes of a people, the fate of their children.
Curse your vision!
Brodus, I would to God this decision did not have to be made. She's in his hands now.
I thought you loved her.
Since my sister died, I have not loved as I love Guinevere. Would she have me do any less?
Perhaps this day we shall meet the gods. Let us go valiantly.
Sir, there's movement in the Saxon camp.
Any word of the Pendragon?
No, my lord.
Artos, how good to see you. Please.
You sent for me.
And you came. Artos, you must know I never wanted things to turn out this way. I too loved Ambrosius, and his daughter. I love this isle. I wanted to see Arfon free from the Saxons, but that wasn't good enough for you.
So you murder the father, condemn the daughter, and betray Britain's noblest men.
Clever, eh? Nothing like a well-collateralized truce to precipitate a Saxon attack. What better way than the army in danger to bring the Pendragon flying to my banner? I once offered my hand to you on easy terms, and you refused. That is an offense I cannot forgive. Now you will accept the terms that I dictate.
In the name of justice, I should slay you.
I don't think you'd risk a rift with the armies on the brink of battle. I hold both dice, Artos, but I think you'll find my offer reasonable. In the morning, your surprise appearance on the field may turn the tide. You will bruise Hengist and save your precious people from the Saxons. Your sentence? Banishment. And as a man of your word, I know you will carry it out. If you agree, you fight at the head of your cohort. Otherwise, you watch your men be destroyed.
Accepted.
Remember, he doesn't leave the battlefield alive.
truce is broken. It won't be long now.
Artos, Caedron and his army are gone.
He betrays us into the hand of the Saxons.
We've already committed our men. All will be lost unless we can hold them for another hour. Rhodes, I ride for Caedron's army. Avoid a full engagement until I return. If your line breaks, Britain breaks with it!
1 hour. We need more field. Advance the cohort.
Pendragon cohort, advance!
Vorrücken! Britten dich unterstützt!
Björnsig soll sie treffen. Engländer, zerstöre ihre Flaggen. Zweiter Kolonne vorwärts! Bogenschützen!
Sir! Felix is in danger of being cut off! We will not be divided. Felix must stay in contact. Aye, sir! We must hold for the Pendragon! Keep ground by inches! Can't hold any longer. Back to the breastworks!
Händige deinen Gefangenen aus.
Why? Why did you do this? is your name? British. Come, it is my army.
We give no more ground!
Cairn! I shed no more British blood! Where is your army?
Sir, they're turning our right flank. We've got to get out of here. There's nothing else we could do.
Give me the order, sir. We'll extend our line.
You tell your men that we hold this ground for the Pendragon.
But it's certain death.
Then we die here. Quinlan, extend your line.
Aye, for Artos.
You know, I really owe you a debt of gratitude for wedging your cohort in Hingis jaws. Your men will sell their lives dearly.
Cairn, where is your army?
Artos, you came so close. Your silver-tongue magic would no doubt have persuaded them in.
Cairn, where is your army?
I've scattered the army. They won't be returning with you this time, Artos. They are straggling back to Arfan as we speak. And while your vision burns, the brutes are pillaging the Saxon camp. Strange, isn't it? How things work out?
My lady, I thought you were dead.
I betrayed you that night. Oh, I have hated my life to think of it. Could you forgive me?
You were forgiven. I would have come for you.
You could not. I've brought you an army. Can you use it?
Pray for us.
Who follows the Pendragon back to Badone?
The Pendragon returns!
You will not stand between me and this island.
he seeks our home, our farms, our families. As you fight, I bid you remember. This is the gateway of Britain.
Pentragon! This island is mine.
Your purpose for your life.
I'll take you to the rear.
Drive them to their boats.
Aye. To the boats!
Ah, Artos. Good to see you coming around. Here I was afraid you were hurt badly.
I'm sure that was a grave concern of yours.
Well, actually, I need your help. With the arrival of our friend, Winnevaria, I've run into some difficulties. You, Artos Pendragon, hero of Badone, savior of Britain, must reinstate me as leader at Arfon. The girl is yours. Give me your word. Your decision, Pendragon.
Artos, these men died for something better.
While God gives me breath, you will not rule Britain.
I hope the gods favor you, Artos. Because if they don't, there's no one on your side.
May he judge between us.
Be reasonable, Artos. finished, Kate Aaron? No. Not yet. Pentragon!
Artos. Artos.
Men of Britain, as you return to your homes and your families, I bid you to remember, in the years to come, that the one who gave the vision still calls. And what God calls us to do, He gives the grace to accomplish. Pendragon cohort, dismissed!